Hello, fellow watch enthusiasts. Today I want to talk about a couple of items. One is the idea of having a watch holy grail. I've been listening and talking and communicating with other watch obsessives, and it seems like a watch obsessive is not happy unless I say he because I think most watch obsessives are men, it's a male thing. And I hate to say this, but it's a male privilege thing. It takes a certain amount of discretionary income to uh, to get involved in the watch hobby. It's a privilege, and I'm grateful for that privilege. I mean, I cannot afford to buy Breitlings and Rolex and Tag and Panerai, but I am grateful in my little smaller scale of watch collecting that I have at least some discretionary income to indulge my hobby and to keep my hobby going. Well, listening to other watch obsessives, I see some common denominators. One, a watch obsessive is not happy unless he's miserable by forcing a sense of discontent over his collection. I think I hear the garbage trucks coming. My girls just went to preschool and the garbage trucks are here. So number one, I think watch obsessives need to be anxious and miserable over their collection because that misery and anxiety creates a distraction from other anxieties that they don't want to deal with. There's just so many anxieties from the normal course of life. Number two, listening to watch obsessives, they tell me they get their grail and it doesn't satisfy for that long. The addiction moves on to another grail. And so it reminds me of something I used to read about in college called The Myth of Sisyphus, about this mythical creature who pushes a boulder, moving like 3 steps up the giant mountain as he pushes the boulder up the mountain. And after taking 3 steps up the mountain, he goes back like 10 steps. I mean, I'm paraphrasing. The steps, the math could be different. And so another concern about a grail is, what is your grail? For me personally, the biggest grail that's been on my mind is the Seiko Marine Master 300, also, well, it's known as the SBDX 001. I love the case back. It appears to be a delicious version of the Seiko Sumo. Funny enough, it's $1,700. It does not have sapphire. I find that disconcerting. Reading about it on internet forums, it appears that some people say the crown feels a little fragile, a little delicate. Some say that high-grade Grand Seiko movement, it may need a little more maintenance than some of the lower-grade movements, such as the one on the Seiko Sumo. And what do? You have to mail it to Japan, which could cost you $210 minimum plus shipping costs. So let's say $250 and up if you're lucky every 5 years. Wow, is it worth it for that type of grail? So that's something I'm thinking about as I look ahead at certain grails that I want. Honestly, I don't even know if I have a grail other than the Seiko Marine Master. I was thinking of the Omega Electric Blue Seamaster 41.5 millimeters. I'm not sure. They're about $1,800, and there's some dings on them. They're used pretty much. Brand new, they're $2,700. I'm not going there. I'm not spending $2,700 on a watch. Here's the watch that started it all. This is called the Citizen Pro Diver, also known in the watch community as the Echozilla. Now, I have my original one that started my watch madness. Oh my goodness, about 8 years ago. This has been running strong for 8 years. This is the Echozilla on the stock rubber strap. I noticed the new rubber straps seem to be of a slightly different material. I think I prefer the thicker, just seems like a heavier grade rubber on the original one that I got in '07. Now I bought a new one to put the shark mesh on, and it totally changes the watch. It's a really nice look for a watch at this price point. I like it quite a bit. I have to tell you, I'm not totally in love with it. I think for me, I probably just had my head in the watch obsession for so long. I might be a little numb. I might have just too many cobwebs in my brain. or I don't know, I'm not sure if that's the right metaphor, but it is really nice to put. This would be the Benares Supa adapters plus a strap code 24 millimeter shark mesh. Uh, I do like the donut case on this. It's always been a favorite of mine. I can't say I'm totally in love with it, only because I think I've become a little bit acclimated to some of the more expensive watches. If I could only have one watch in my collection, probably be the black Citizen ProMaster Sky with the anti-reflective sapphire coating, the black Duratect. It has somewhat of an Omega Seamaster bracelet, as I said before. The lume is adequate, and that's pretty much the watch news that I have today. I don't know what my next move would be. If I do buy another Seiko Sumo, that would be the 5th try, which is completely insane and speaks to certain qualities of watch obsessives. And we will talk about that later.